What up, guys? Welcome back. We're painting minis again. I got these 6 kobolds. They're humanoid reptilian creatures. They're not super strong, but they are clever with traps. So I'm going to do a group paint, and inspired by Puff here, whose skin changes, I'm going to do a variation of the red for each of the kobolds to give them a little bit of differentiation. But yeah, we got a lot of painting to do, so let's get at it. So obviously we're going to start off with our gray primer, brush that on, get inside all the nooks and crannies like before, make sure everything's covered. And this is what they look like once they've all been primed. Now we're ready to start figuring out the skin color. Here's the variety of paints that I've decided to try and use to make a variation on different red scale colors. We're going to start with a little bit of red and a little bit of yellow to make an orangey-ish kind of mixture. And perfect. So let's get that on. Move on to the next. We'll add a little bit of bugbear brown into the mix. Maybe see if we can darken it up and make a little bit more of a purplier, maroonier color. And yeah, nice. We're golden with that. Ooh, a little bit of succubus red, which is a little bit more of a purpley kind of red. And we'll mix that in with the brown and the yellow. And I did make one round of that wasn't quite dark enough, so we're going to go over that with the darker color, and perfect. Now this is the tricky one. You got to add a little bit of black in to make a really dark color, but when you're mixing black paint, you got to be so careful because the tiniest little amount takes over your palette, which is what kind of happened to me here. Tried mixing it in, so I'm going to wipe off everything and just drag what's little bits left in my brush over to another color place. And we're even going to add in a little bit of Dragonfire Red to lighten up that purple and give it a bit more of a red color. Oh yeah, we like that. A little bit of Angelic Yellow and a little bit of Succubus Red over with the black. We're going to add some Dragonfire Red into that because they just turn into like gray-brown slop. Perfect, what a nice color. Add a little bit more Dragonfire Red with the Angelic Yellow over there. We're going to try and get another lighter orange here. Red. Perfect. Now that they're all painted up, here's what they look like with their variations of skin color. I think it turned out pretty neat. The rest is pretty simple. We're going to bugbear brown in there to get all the wood on the weapons. So the spears and just the base of the swords, and then we're going to use this rigid leather color to, you guessed it, paint all the leather. So that's the armbands, the ankle bands, the horn bands, the leather on the weapons, and the straps. Once we got that done, we're going to grab our mithril silver and paint up the swords and spears. You even need very little of this color, though it spreads like crazy, but it looks great. Now for the shields, I'm going to use the rest of that mithril silver and these blues and greens. Decided to make the shields, which are detailed, to look kind of scaly, to look more like they were pulled from an actual dragon. So we're going to mix these blue and green colors in with the mithril silver to try and make a dragon scale looking color. And I think this turned out really well. I was really excited to try this. So each one of the 3 sword kobolds will have a different colored shield. I don't know, maybe they found a dead dragon in a lair somewhere. And we're going to do the rope just like we did with the ogre last time, just a mixture of yellow and brown to kind of make that ropey color. Sturge tan mixed with bugbear brown. Gonna get a lighter leather color so we can paint the under pads on the pauldrons. Abyssal black. I decided I'm going to do their clothing garments in black just to make a stark contrast from the bright red colors. So we're going to do the pauldrons and the loincloths. Under dark gray. Time for that mani-pedi. Look very nice, Mr. Kobold. Black blue, like blue. I decided I was going to try doing the inside of the mouth blue. I don't really know why, but I actually like how it turned out. Lawful white we're going to grab and paint just the teeth and the horns, and later on I'm going to use this to do the couple of bones on the necklace. We're going to mix some angelic yellow and some dragonfire red. We're going to try and make, you guessed it, orange. But this is a much, much orangier, distinctively orange color that we're going to use to paint the eyes, so they're very distinct from the skin. And you just got to be super careful when you're doing stuff like this, but if you're careful and patient, it shouldn't be an issue. Ooh. I'm gonna grab some more Abyssal Black, and I use a toothpick actually to put the pupils on because it's such a fine detail and I do not have a super fine brush. Just don't get too much paint on it and just be super careful. And look at that. Now we're gonna fix up the bottom. White glue, sand, just dab glue along the bottom of the base, and I just put the sand in this cap so I could actually just kind of, well, you can see. Once that's dry, we're gonna mix yellow, angelic yellow, and stinge tan again to make a muddy, sandy kind of color. I'm not really sure why I picked this, but I do like that as a kind of base color. Black for the border. Now, if you do make any mistakes along the way, you can always touch stuff up. I had to touch up quite a few things on the journey painting these guys. And we're going to grab our black wash that we use. And just kind of throw that on. Pop the details. Alright, the final reveal of this set of Kobolds is coming up in a second. When painting a set, I find it easier to do them all together so you can mix each color and you don't have to remix them and try and guess, and everything looks kind of weird. I mean, I did do variations for the skin, which I think actually turned out pretty neat. These guys I think it took me 3 days on and off painting to get them done, which is good because I always find if I sit too long doing something, especially like this, like I start getting frustrated or I stop paying as much attention, so it's good to take breaks. And my hands do get kind of shaky sometimes, which is why I had to do a few touch-ups. But patience and practice makes perfect. Not that these are perfect by any means, but they did turn out super good. If you like that or you like what you see in a second, leave me a like and a comment and hit that subscribe button. Check out more videos on models and minis here. Or if you want to check out some other fun stuff you can do at home, I have lots of other videos. Thanks for watching, and here they are, the Kobold gang.